Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for the final episode of Season 1 of this Leeds United Master League. You can see there in the league table, we currently sit in 6th position, ahead of Aston Villa by 1 point, and battling with Chelsea, Newcastle United, Leicester City to get into that Europa League spot. Liverpool are battling with Arsenal, Spurs for a top 4 finish, and then finally United versus Manchester City to see who wins the Premier League title, and we'll find out all of that in today's episode, as well as top goal scorer, top assister in the league and league team this season. So our first game will be against Crystal Palace, then we will play the game also against Brighton, who are up there in and around us, simulate the game against Brentford, and then play the final 2 games, which I do believe are against Newcastle and Tottenham Hotspur. Very interesting. So let's get into our first game against Crystal Palace away at Selhurst Park. This is the side we're going to go with against Crystal Palace. Same usual strength side. It's usually only defence and maybe Dan James, isn't it, that changes. So Dan James comes in for Rafinha on the right-hand side. And then it's Schürrle and Tomasiu in at the back. In for Ayling and Diego Llorente. Darwin up top again. And look at that Palace side, a very strong Palace side. Olise on the bench. Wickham, Ayew. So it's Gaita in goal. Kelly, Guy, Anderson and Mitchell at the back. They've got MacArthur, Milivojevic and Kouyaté in the midfield 3. And then it's Mateta, Zaha and Eze up top. Well, here we are at Selhurst Park, and Crystal Palace come out in their very bright red and blue striped Puma kit. Us in our white today, and a pink goalkeeper kit as well. They definitely do stand out, don't they, this Palace side, and they will be giving us a very good game today. I've no doubt about that. They're a relatively strong side. We didn't play the previous game. We simulated it earlier on in the season. This time we get a chance to face Patrick Vieira's side, and let's see how we do against Crystal Palace in a must-win game, and pretty much every game for us going into the last games of the season now are must-win. Dan James. Ooh, tried to burst away from Tariq Mitchell, who's quick as well, the centre-back, or full-back. Great win from Calvin Phillips. Nunez! Great strike from Darwin Nunez. He's been a fantastic signing, the young Uruguayan. Key player in this team. Key player in this side. We lead by 1-0. This is all down to Calvin Phillips though, winning the ball in midfield. Plays in Darwin Nunez on his left foot as well, but he hits this with power. I mean, he hits that with so much power into the top corner. There's literally no chance for Gaita to save it. He seems to always make runs onto his left foot. You think, can he put it back on his right? He doesn't need to. The power takes it into the top corner, and it's a goal for Darwin Nunez. It gives us the lead here. And a brilliant goal. 1-0 against Crystal Palace. Great start. They're a good side, there's no doubt about that, but they're down lower ends of the table here. We'll get back into our defensive shape. Long ball again, looking for Mateta. Oh, Meslier. That's the first time he's made a mistake. Kouyaté with a switch. Only as far as Tomasiu. It's the first time Meslier's made a mistake there. Not sure it's entirely his fault. Even per Schürrle, a bit uncertain what each other were doing. Firpo. Here's Jack Harrison. Slings one in. Ooh, bit of defending for Anderson to do. He does well. On loan at Fulham last season. Tomasiu into the box to Harrison. Nunez just can't get a foot on it. And that is half time. And 1-0 lead. And the 3 points are coming our way if the second half plays out like this one has. Rodrigo. Oh, he had 2 to play out. 2 there, Dan James. Calvin Phillips, wonderful, but we couldn't find either of them. Nunez. Good play. Really good play. Harrison. Dominguez. Into Rodrigo. Round his man. Rodrigo. Nunez! Oh, what a save by Gaita. What a wonderful save by Intensi Gaita. What a save that was. Rafinha just sorts of hits him, but we get away with this. Patrick Bamford. Great run by Nunez. Oh, it's gone through to Nunez as well. Nunez! Oh, he tests Gaita and Bamford possibly getting on the end of that one. Just couldn't. Schürrle away, and that is full time. A 1-0 win for Leeds United. Closer and closer we get to European football. And that man right there, Darwin Nunez, he was incredible again. And his goal has given us the 3 points. Well, bad news for Aston Villa. They have dropped out the European places. Chelsea have leapfrogged them into 7th place. We're still 3 points clear of Chelsea. And we just need to keep winning our games, doing our job, and we'll be fine, I feel. Crystal Palace That's a bit worrying for them as they drop towards the relegation zone, but I don't think Brentford are going to escape. So up next, it's Brighton Albion at home. They are in 10th position. They aren't too far off us, but again, a win is desperately needed, and especially in that Newcastle game after the Brentford one. You see there, Newcastle just in and around us as well in 9th position. We need to keep those teams away from us and solidify our 6th place finish. So this is how we're going to go with against Brighton. All three centre-backs are back today. Llorente, Schürrle and Koch, a more defensive back three, knowing that they are going to play a 3 with overlapping wingers, and a 2 up top is something that you can struggle with at times. Similar midfield, same attack as well, with Darwin Nunez up top. As for them, Jason Steele's in goal with Gerard one, Dunk, Webster and Byrne at the back, very good centre-back partnership. Lamptey and Marsh in the wing-back positions as well. Murder and Mepu in the midfield too, and McAllister in behind. The same same strike force that caused us problems last time. Luckily, we got away with it. It's Mopai and Percy Tau. So facing Brighton Hove Albion today, again another big game in that race for European football, which is the thing we've repeatedly talked about all season. We want European football. We've got big ambitions here in the time we're going to have at the club, and let's make those big ambitions happen. Here is Rafinha. Good play. Rafinha lifts one in. Rodrigo with a header early on, and it's a good save by Jason Steele, but Rafinha straight away causing problems for the Brighton defence here. What a swinging as well it is from Rafinha. Finds the space, finds the cross. Rodrigo with a header. It's just not enough in the corner. Into O'Brien. O'Brien! Great save from Jason Steele one more time. Oh, Harrison nearly nicks it off Lamptey, but we're all over these. The start of this game. Murder. Burns. Good pass, is it? Oh, O'Brien's intercepted it. Nunez. Little back heel into Rafinha. Rafinha goes to the near corner. It's not a save by Steele. It's into the side netting. Over to Rafinha. Cleared away by the very tall frame of Dan Burn. Dominguez. Nunez. Nunez! Oh, it's just wide the post. Tries one from the edge of the box as Darwin Nunez. Close to scoring. Bielsa knows how close that was. 3 points crucial in every game. We're chasing 3 points in every game. Close again, but not close enough. Oh, Jack Harrison just killed the counter. Schürrle, what a tackle. Mopai. Mopai. Still going, Llorente finally there. I think we bring Dan James on for Harrison. I think that's immediately the change we need to make. And we win it back. Rafinha. Nunez. Nunez. Dominguez. Rafinha, great. Into Nunez. Oh, it's an own goal. Well, sometimes you get lucky, and we have got lucky there. Great ball into Rafinha. Rafinha looks to pull it back to either Nunez or Rodrigo. Someone as the keeper comes flying out. In the end, it's come off Webster and gone into his own net. Great centre-forward play from Nunez once more. Dominguez out wide to Rafinha. That's poor from Brighton. They'll be disappointed with that. Very disappointed with that. But it gives us a lead. We'll take it. We're happy with that. With Koch. We got away with it. Dan James. Dominguez. Here's Dan James. The pacey Welshman. Burst in here. Through to Nunez! And Darwin Nunez gets another goal. Great strike from the Uruguayan, who I think is going to be an absolute world beater here next season. Only 6 months at the club. He's got the aggression, the intelligence, the movement, and the finishing as well. Not always the best of finishers, but that's going to come with time as he develops as a young player. Dan James into Nunez, onto his left foot. Great power across the keeper. Jason Steele. He's such an aggressive forward. That's what I like about him. Dan James immediately making a difference. This is a really nice ball as well. I feel like Webster should do better with it. But it's a big hit past Jason Steele from Darwin Nunez. 2-0. I think that's game over. Patrick Bamford, I think, might be on his way out of the club next season. 28, 29 years of age he will be next year. He had a good year with Leeds United in his first season. But this year, we just need better players now. And we might need a replacement striker for him. Went to go into Dominguez. Rodrigo will go there instead. Dan James. Rodrigo. Rafinha. Rodrigo. Nunez! Oh, he's put it wide of the post, Darwin Nunez. I could have took an extra touch there. He's stronger than that. That was good football from us as well. A little bit shaky, but it was really nice football. And that is full time. A 2-0 win over Brighton that keeps us probably in our same position in the league as we continue to build our way up further and further up that table. Of course, we do know we've got Brentford next, which we will simulate. Then those 2 big games against Newcastle and Spurs, which will decide whether we're going to be in Europe next season. And that man, Nunez, he's been an absolute revelation. Well, it's a game against Brentford next, away, which you will simulate. You can see there, we're on 56 points. Chelsea on 53, Villa on 52. So, if we don't win here today, I'll get a draw. Chelsea could catch us up and could go ahead of us on goal difference. So, we do need to get a point at least here, away at Brentford. And we managed to pick up 3 points, a 2-0 win. And look at that one. Brighton have beaten Manchester United by 3-0. That's very interesting. City got a draw with Liverpool, but City are top of the table on 82 points. United on 79. Spurs there. And we are actually slowly catching up to Liverpool, in fact, with 2 games left in the season. They might not, there's not very much chance of catching them. Newcastle have dropped down to 10th as well. And we face Spurs, who could drop out of the top 4, possibly, depending on how results go, but I think it will be Arsenal and Spurs in the top 4 with Manchester United and Manchester City. So this is a side against Newcastle today. Kosh comes in the middle and Tomasiu on the right. Klitsch is in for Dominguez, who's in very much downwards condition. And then we've got Bamford, no we haven't. We've got Dan James on the left and Darwin Nunez, of course, up top. You see the Newcastle side, Joelinton, Joe Willock, Longstaff and Shelby in midfield, Almiron and Fraser. No, Alan St. Maximin, interestingly, not on the bench either. Andy Carroll is. Javier Manquillo. We've got Dummett, Hayden at the back as well, which is an odd one. Richie at left back and Darlow in goal. Not Martin Dubravka. I think this is a Newcastle side we should be beating. So today we welcome Newcastle United to Elland Road. We need the 3 points. They want to keep moving at the table. They can't actually catch us. They can't actually get into European positions. But, a 10th place finisher above that would be a very good achievement for Newcastle United. We've got to stop that. We've got to get our European finish and give ourselves a nice budget, with the bonuses to go into next season. Really improve this squad. Really maybe battle for Champions League football the season after. So Newcastle versus Leeds. And here we go. Here's O'Brien. And he's lost it here to Ryan Fraser. He had a brilliant game, O'Brien, and so did Rafinha, especially on this other side. And Kosh out too. We've got so many good options in defence now. I'm very happy with the defence. Firpo. Good run from James. Here's James. Oh, Nunez. Just wasn't moving. O'Brien's lost it again. O'Brien. Rafinha. Rodrigo. Look at the overlap here from Klitsch. Support. Firpo. James. Nunez! Bang! Darwin Nunez with another one. What a hit from this Uruguayan. Well, we're saying we needed someone to challenge him. We probably do, because Bamford's probably never going to get in the side again. Great goal from Nunez. Lovely, lovely hit. Gets the power in the shot, generates the power on his right foot, his stronger right foot, which we haven't seen him have many chances on. But again, it's the power that he hits that shot with, Darwin Nunez, that allows it to just go in the top corner. And every one he's hit with power. It's Dan James, I think, again, who finds him. What a hit from that angle from Nunez. Really does generate so much power. 1-0 lead against Newcastle. We're sort of strolling a little bit, aren't we? In cruise control. Heading towards European football. And a finish ahead of Chelsea in the league. Who would have thought that? Firpo. Over to Dan James. Manquillo up and underneath it. And away for a throw-in. But I think we definitely play like a European side. Bielsa ball. Quality we have. Oh, it's Nunez. It's Nunez! Good save by Darlow. Didn't really get the power in that one, Darwin Nunez. I'm behind for another throw-in, but again, his movement away from defenders. He's physical, he's quick. Rodrigo. Oh, wide to Rafinha. O'Brien, great win. Rafinha, not so much. Given away. Kosh going to win this one against Joelinton. I didn't think he would do. Big, powerful centre forward is Joelinton. He's Almiron up against Firpo. And behind here, what a ball! And oh, it's a big miss from Joe Willock, but what a ball that was from Almiron from the right hand side. That shows that we're still susceptible to conceding chances if we're not careful. Tomasiu. Looks for a cross in here. Winnie sided corner. Phillips, I don't think we've scored from a corner this season. Well, Rafinha attacks this one. Rafinha gets up over the bar. First time we've had someone run onto a cross, but the wrong sort of person. We want sort of Kosh, don't we? Or one of the centre-backs to get on the end of that. O'Brien finds him. Glitch is there waiting. We're breaking down Newcastle slowly here. Dan James. Oh, through to Nunez. Dan James has found some real killer passes, actually. You know, passes are real quality. It's a shame they haven't amounted to anything. Little knock on by Joelinton, and Calvin Phillips is there to deal with it. Looks like it's going to be a 1-0 win for us. Another scrape victory. Kosh up. Roberts. O'Brien. Rafinha. Roberts. Glitch. James. O'Brien. Lays it off. Tyler Roberts with a great hit. Good save from Darlow. Roberts should be scoring. And that is full time. Another 3 points. The win streak continues. A 1-0 win over Newcastle United. Surely keeps in our position and puts us in a great position now to win this last game of the season against Spurs. I'll get a draw. And we will be playing Europa League football next season. Well, looking at the Premier League table, a draw against Spurs will keep us possibly in 6th place, depending on Chelsea's result. Even if they win, they are behind us by 1 goal difference. So they'd have to win by only 1-0, and then they'd still be in there. That's a tough one, so possibly not. We would drop down to 7th with a draw against Spurs. Spurs have dropped down into 4th position. Arsenal are ahead of them. Villa can't catch us, so we are going to get European football. It's just dependent on, you know, of course, whether we finish 6th or 7th now between us and Chelsea. Well, it's final game of the season time, and we face Tottenham Hotspur, and that's their side there. Hugo Lloris in goal, Romero, Sanchez, Regular, and Aurier at the back. Højbjerg and Lascelles in the midfield too. Hill on the right, Bergwijn on the left, and Dele Alli in behind captain Harry Kane, or Hugo Lloris, who's now the captain. They've got Carlos Vinicius, Lucas Moura, Heung-min Son, Sissoko, Davis, Rodon, and Golini on the bench. And our side, only one change, I think, in this side, or 2 changes. Lewis Bate comes in for O'Brien, who's in downwards condition. Not, but Lewis Bate is in massively upwards condition, hence why he's starting. And Robin Kosh comes in for Firpo, who is in downwards condition, sort of. So that is the side that could be getting us European football, should be getting us European football, I think is getting us European football. And then into Season 2, where we start to make the real big changes and decide, you know, do we get the big money from the club, considering we're into the Europa League? Try and battle for maybe a Champions League. If we win the Europa League, we get in the Champions League, don't we? So let's see how we do in this final game of the season. So here we are, Leeds United versus Tottenham Hotspur, final game of the season time. Both sides battling for European football. Both sides look to get European football. I don't think there's any way they drop out. And it is 6 versus, I think they're in 4th, aren't they? Spurs. Arsenal have jumped ahead of them. What a good game this is to end the season. What a successful season we've had here in our first year at Leeds United. Attacking us, ball comes in, knocked away by Kosh. Aurier with a second chance at it. And Jack Harrison knocks it away, and now we will attack them. Dominguez having a run. Højbjerg on him. Well done, Dominguez. So you run that all the way there. Get us out from defence. Get us into an attacking position. Ayling, Rafinha. Lifts one in. Harrison knocks it down. Nunez! What a goal that is. What a swing in from Rafinha. What a little nod down from Jack Harrison. And Darwin Nunez with another goal. I'd like to see at the end of this how many goals he scored in 6 months in the Premier League, because he seems to score in literally every game. Ayling wide to Rafinha. Rafinha swings this one in from deep into Harrison. They're ahead of Aurier. Nunez, how he's taken that round Christian Romero is absolutely brilliant. We'll see it from a little bit closer here. How is he taking this round Romero? It's that first touch there on the outside of the boot, and then a little volley into the back of the net from Darwin Nunez. Absolutely top quality striker, this young man. And we'll get some competition for him next season. You know, we can't rely all the goals on him, but someone to challenge him instead of Patrick Bamford. A few names on the list. Ivan Toney of Brentford, who looked to be relegated, could be one, but I'm not sure he's quite the sort of quality player we want to bring in, Ivan Toney. Here's Romero. He goes back. Sanchez. Still Davinson Sanchez. Oh, he's lumped it away as far as Dominguez. And into Rodrigo. Højbjerg's over to him. Here's Lewis Bates. Into the box to Nunez. And Darwin Nunez makes it 2-0. What a signing. He rejected us first time when we offered him a chance to join Leeds United. We convinced him with a little bit higher of a wage. We said, trust us. Come here to Leeds. You're going to be a superstar. You're going to play European football. Don't you worry. So on the second attempt, we convinced him. And I'm glad we did that because we've got a top quality striker on our hands. Lewis Bates into Darwin Nunez, past Hugo Lloris, and it's goal number 2 of the game. And he's on for a hat-trick now, Nunez, on the final game of the season. And you've got to be excited of what he could do next season. You really have to be. Plenty of draws early on, but once we made those transfers, there was a chance here for Spurs. Harry Kane! What a save from Meslier. Corner ball. Spurs are still in this, we mustn't forget that. Great strike from Kane, but once we made those transfers, we brought in someone who can finish our chances. I mean, imagine the sort of players we can bring into this squad. Rodrigo, and it's headed wide here. Goal kick. Back into Robin Kosh, who didn't continue his run. Understand he a bit worried about throwing too many bodies forward here. Bergwijn. Reguilon, we can't afford to concede here. Dele Alli! Oh, what a save from Meslier. What a save from Meslier. We couldn't afford to concede so late in the first half. 2-0 lead at half-time. Mellier's made a ridiculous save, and whenever we've needed that man to turn up, he has turned up. Leeds United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0 at half-time. Ali. They do knock it on to Reguilon. In behind to Dele Alli, and again Meslier. Clever goalkeeping quickly off his line. Read it all the way. Rafinha. Into Lewis Bates. Oh, what a ball. Rodrigo! Great strike on the volley. What a ball by Lewis Bates, by the way. Shame Rodrigo couldn't put that in the back of the net. Aurier. Harrison. Rodrigo. Lewis Bates. Oh, into Rafinha. Pulls it back to Rodrigo. Into Nunez for a hat-trick. Saved by Hugo Lloris. Dan James is on to the last 30 seconds or so. There's been no added minutes of added time. That is the final game of the season. What an achievement we've completed this season. A 2-0 win over Tottenham Hotspur at the end of the season gives us Europa League football next year. Thank you so much to Leeds. And thank you so much to these players for working so hard. Before we end the episode, we will just have a look at the top goal scorers, top assisters and so on. But what a performance to finish the Europa League football. And that man right there, Calvin Phillips, our captain, a hero this season. And he's going to be playing European football next season. So this is how the league table finishes. Manchester City, champions once again, on 88 points. Manchester United in second, Arsenal in third, and Liverpool finish on goal difference in the Champions League. Tottenham Hotspur miss out. They're back in the Europa League with us. They lost to us on the last day of the season, and that has crushed them. We finish on 6th place with 65 points. Chelsea, Europa League football for them in 7th. And that's a saving grace for them in their season, really. Aston Villa miss out narrowly on goal difference. They finish 8th. Leicester 9th. Newcastle 10th. Wolves in 11th place. Brighton, then Everton, Southampton, Crystal Palace, Watford and West Ham. And then it's Norwich City, Burnley and Brentford relegated. That means there might be a couple of players from those teams we'll look to take from them. And that is how the season finishes. So as for assists in the Premier League, Bruno Fernandes came top with 16, De Bruyne with 14 and Pogba with 12. So Manchester United clearly created a lot of chances. Dominguez is our top with 7. And Calvin Phillips is also in there with 6. Anyone else from Leeds United? No, that is it. Oh no, Jack Harrison also. He managed to get 4 assists this season. And as for goals, I wonder if Nunez is in there at all. Aubameyang top with 23. We saw how ridiculous he was. Our top goal scorer was in fact Jack Harrison with 11 goals this season. Patrick Bamford managed to get himself 10. Darwin Nunez got 9 in I don't know how many games, but that is a really, really good performance for him in his first season in the Premier League, only 6 months. Rodrigo got 8, and that is it for top goal scorers, and that is going to end the episode. And we've got to think about Darwin Nunez and how good he's going to be in Season 2, which will be coming very soon. So if you've liked this series in Season 1, which is not over this series by any means, then please do like the video. That makes a massive difference on the channel. And if you're not subscribed, if you're new, you're not a City fan, you're a Leeds fan, you've happened to see that we're doing a Leeds Master League, please subscribe to the channel as well. That'd be great for us. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you guys for Season 2 next time.